welcome. My name is Wendy Blackhouse, and I'm honored to offer the invocation for us this morning. Gracious God and source of life, we come today with knowledge of this sacred moment, when the class of 2015 is gathered, named, and celebrated for their accomplishments and knowledge. May this day be an invitation to both enhanced privilege and increased responsibility, and we pray your blessing on that transition. Thank you for all who invested their time, energy, love, and expertise in a mutual journey of continuing education, forming our graduates as persons of healing. Bless them for honing their technical skill, cultivating an inquiring spirit, and nurturing a warm, compassionate heart. To the many family, friends, teachers, and mentors, we say thank you. Thank you most of all for a spirit and motivation that enables these gifted practitioners to enhance their competence, intelligence, skill, intuition, and compassion, knowing that their goodwill blended with hard work and dedication helps generate health and wholeness in life as well as their chosen profession. Finally, God, continue to empower our graduates as they develop personally and professionally. Help each one become and remain instruments of peace and love in their communities. In the words of Thomas Aquinas, may love take up where knowledge leaves off. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Rockhouse. Good morning. My name is Glenna Mahoney, and I am the Traditional BSN Program Director at Research College of Nursing. And I am pleased to welcome all of you, family, friends, faculty, and most of all, the graduates that are here with us today. This is a special event because it signifies the end of a long course of study that has prepared you for what we all hope will be a long and successful career as a professional nurse. I would like to introduce Dr. Douglas Dunham, Vice President for Academic Affairs at Rockhurst University.
Good morning. On behalf of Father Thomas Curran, President of Rockhurst University, and the faculty and staff of the university, I have the privilege of congratulating you on your academic achievements. You worked very hard to get to this point, and you deserve our congratulations and our accolades. This pinning ceremony, though, does not mark the end of anything. It's a ceremony that celebrates an accomplishment and a transition in your life. Today's celebration is a perfect time for us to reflect on your educational experience and what it made it so unique. The pairing of a strong Jesuit liberal arts education with a rigorous professional nursing program. This partnership is important because you've benefited both from the shared and unique values lived by each institution. And these values have transformed you and are going to serve you well. Consider the core value, finding God in all things. In all things, not just the religious. Look for the good in each circumstance. And you're going to be faced with some challenging circumstances, both personally and professionally. You're going to have to care not only for those sweet old ladies who remind you of your grandmother, but also for the mean dude who swears at you and maybe even tries to hit you. It's the latter where you're going to find it more difficult to find God, but try. Second, strive to understand the world we live in. Seek wisdom, not just information. Your education is not over. You're going to be lifelong learners. But learning the information and seeking to understand and simultaneously finding God in all things can motivate you to create a better and more just existence for those in your care. And finally, don't forget cura personalis, care for the person. There couldn't be a more appropriate value for a healthcare professional. Make every attempt to appreciate each person's inherent human dignity and recognize you've become a part of their life at a time when they're at their most vulnerable. but cura personalis also encourages us to take care of ourselves and each other. You're about to enter a very stressful profession. You're going to need to find that balance between your personal and professional life. You might have a hard time doing this at first, so be open to those who are reaching out to you to support you, and do the same for them when you notice they may need a little TLC. So once again, congratulations on this significant achievement for Rockhurst University.
Thank you, Dr. Dunham. Our next speaker is Ms. Paige Baker, Chief Nursing Officer of Research Medical Center.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Congratulations on behalf of Research Medical Center on your great accomplishment of this 2015 class. It wasn't so many years ago I was out in the audience as a parent, and I know the pride that you all feel, and I know the hard work and dedication it took for you all to make it to this point. So congratulations on the first part of your journey. I'd like to leave you with one message. It's a quote from Maya Angelou about, to me it sums up kind of the art of nursing. It's that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And that is the art of nursing, is how you make people feel. So thank you so much for letting Research Medical Center and Research College of Nursing be a part in the beginning of your masterpiece, the art of nursing. Congratulations.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Tabitha Beck. Tabitha has been selected by her classmates to deliver the student address for us today.
All right. Good morning. Welcome to the Research College of Nursing pinning ceremony for the graduating class of 2015. I would like to begin by taking this opportunity to thank my fellow classmates for speaking this morning, and I'm sure what will be one of the most memorable events of our academic careers. I'd like to let you know that I was nominated to make this address. So I guess that being said, if you don't like this speech, we'll just blame them. Also, I want to say a quick hello to my husband, my darling children, Ryan, hi, Mom, Alex, Hannah, Joey, Colin, Zach, Nate, and Dylan. You guys, I love you so much, and I want to thank you for your continued support. It's been rough for us, I know, but I want you to know that while I did this for you guys, I could not have done it without you. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, thank you. This ceremony represents a prestigious rite of passage, one that's been forged through history by so many extraordinary caregivers before us. Its tradition actually dates back to the 12th century Middle Ages, when the Knights Hospital attended to wounded soldiers during the Crusades. Eventually, every new monk that was admitted to that order was given a Maltese cross that they were to wear on their coat of arms, and that helped to distinguish them as saviors of the sick. Move forward several hundred years to the mid-1800s, and our nursing matriarch, Florence Nightingale, was awarded the Red Cross of St. George for her heroic efforts in assisting wounded men during the Crimean War. After that experience, Florence would present medals of excellence to her finest nursing graduates because she believed in honoring a job well done. This tradition continues to recognize the dedication, the hard work, and the commitment to the successful completion of a nursing program. So therefore, every nursing graduate today will receive a pin that is quite literally and symbolically a cross to bear, a medal of valor, and a badge of honor. Graduates, you guys, as I look back on our odyssey through academia, I am in awe at how far we have come. When we started this journey, guys, we were nothing more than a variegated group of strangers united solely by the intention of just making it through. Okay? But as we forged ahead, class by class, semester by semester, year by year, we found ourselves drawing closer together for encouragement and support. We told ourselves, just hang on, graduation is going to be here soon. We have arrived. And it's true that we might have lost some of our classmates along the way, whether to attrition or academics, maybe even a change of heart. But if you think about it, that really only serves to give more credibility and more integrity to the efforts that paved the way for our success. We are the elite few who endured. We are those that met every challenge, exceeded every expectation, and were committed to success from the very beginning. Through hardship, challenge, we have been transformed and refined into something more valuable, more beautiful, and more treasured even than we could have ever imagined. We have become diamonds. Diamonds. You see, a diamond has a very humble beginning. It starts out as a simple carbon molecule, impure in nature, often passed over as nothing more than a lump of coal. But when that carbon is exposed to pressure and heat and time, it becomes denatured and changed into the hardest, most sought-after natural material known to man. You see, just like the carbon that's found deep within the earth, the essence of potential was also in us. And when we were exposed to the pressures of due dates and exams, the intense heat of clinicals and expectations, and forced to withstand the test of time, we emerge today a changed being, a prized jewel for all to see and admire. I truly believe that nurses are the gemstones of the healthcare community. On the outside, we are brilliant in our scope of knowledge. Our many facets reflect attitudes of caring and compassion and excellence. We're renowned as paragons in our field because of our commitment to quality patient care. And just like the diamond is renowned for its superlative qualities, so too are nurses celebrated for our resilience and our ability to bend the light of hope on those we serve. While the outside may reflect our beauty, it is the inside, those emotional bonds that help to maintain our strength. Those deep bonds we form with our family and our friends, our mentors, our spiritual advisors, those are integral to the stability and the continuation of our calling. It is in these relationships that we find the vital energy necessary to give generously and to love selflessly. And as I close today, I want to leave you with one final thought. While it is true that a diamond is virtually unbreakable, it is not fully resistant to the nicks and scores of life. But what I find most interesting is that those potential wounds do not come from steel or man-made metals, but rather from other diamonds. So as you cross the stage today and you go forward in your careers, I charge you to uplift one another. Let's support others in our field, both new and experienced, and ultimately inspire a countenance for all. Will the graduating nurses for Research College class of 2015 stand to be recognized?
Thank you, Tabitha. I think I can speak for all of us when I say that was very touching, and I will remember that speech for a long time. Thank you. Next, Dr. Julie Nauser, Dean of Research College of Nursing, will present the student awards.
The Distinguished Service Award is given to the graduate who has made significant contributions to Research College of Nursing through leadership and service. This year's recipient is Megan Williams. Nursing Outstanding Graduating Student Nurse Award is presented to the graduate selected by the faculty who best fulfills the criteria of leadership potential, interpersonal skills, and continuing professional growth. This year's recipient is Laura Gabriel. The Reverend Robert F. Wise S.J. Award was established in honor of Father Wise for his invaluable role in creation of the partnership between Research and Rockers. It is given to a graduating senior of Research College of Nursing, Rockhurst University Nursing Program, who demonstrates the values of integrity and personal caring modeled by Father Wise during his years at Rockhurst University. This year, the faculty selected Christina Layton. The next award is given in honor and remembrance of Mr. William V. Longmore to the graduating senior selected by the faculty who best exemplifies the standards and aims of Research College of Nursing and Research Medical Center. This year's recipient is Adrienne Kalampong. The next award is the Barbara A. Clements Award. This award is given in honor and remembrance of Barbara Clements, who was President and Dean of Research College of Nursing from 1985 to 1992. The recipient of the award is a student who demonstrates quiet strength and willingness to be a risk taker. This student is someone who exhibits insightfulness and a team player mentality. This year's recipient is Kathleen Sullivan. Directors Awards are given to the graduates who have achieved the highest academic standing in all nursing courses. Third place is Megan Callahan. Second place is Kimberly Patterson. And first place is Megan Roach. Megan is also receiving the Dean's Award, which is presented to the graduate who has achieved the highest academic standing for the entire BSN degree. Megan? Don't you feel sorry for me following Tabitha? absolutely beautiful. Good morning. As the Dean of Research College of Nursing, I am privileged to stand before you, the class of 2015, on the day you receive your nursing pin. As Tabitha said, the pinning ceremony is a time-honored nursing school tradition which signifies your official initiation into the brotherhood and sisterhood of nurses. Nursing pins are unique to the school awarding the pin. The design of the Research College of Nursing pin has remained the same since the early 1900s. Today, you are now an important part of a very rich history of nursing education at Research College of Nursing. While the pin you are about to receive represents superior academic achievement and clinical performance, it also represents your commitment to professional responsibilities, respect for others, allegiance to the patient, and honesty and integrity. The significance of honesty and integrity as characteristics of nurses is evident in public opinion. For several years, nursing has ranked at the top of the list of professions deemed the most trusted in the United States, according to an annual Gallup poll. The poll began including nurses in 1999, and they have claimed the top spot every year except 2001, when firefighters ranked the highest following 9/11. While it is an honor to be recognized as nurses for our sincere devotion to the patient, mastery of evidence to deliver the best care, and commitment to advocate for the patient, the title of most trusted profession comes with a great deal of responsibility. In January of this year, the American Nurses Association revised the Code of Ethics for Nurses. The first issue of the code was released in 1950, and as times have changed, the code has been revised to address the changing role of nurses. The code provides a succinct statement of the ethical values, obligations, and duties of everyone who enters the nursing profession. It serves as the profession's non-negotiable ethical standard and expresses nurses' own unique understanding of its commitment to society. Some of the key changes in the 2015 code include emphasis on conscientious objection, meaning that the nurse is justified in refusing to participate in any action that violates their moral standards, and there's also more emphasis on whistleblowing. Now it's actually a responsibility to report practice that jeopardizes patient safety. And now nurses are called to become a unified voice to address issues affecting the public's health, such as poverty, climate destabilization, and contaminated water. As if we didn't have enough already. As you embark on your nursing career, I'd like to share with you 5 recommendations from an article in the American Nurse for you to consider as you face ethical challenges in your daily practice. First, know yourself. Having a strong sense of your personal ethics will provide a foundation for your practice. This will allow you to speak up and speak out about issues that support or compromise your values. Without this clarity, your actions may be potentially damaging to you or others, including your patients and colleagues. Second, live your values. Just knowing your values isn't enough. You must live them in your daily actions. This requires courage, wisdom, and resilience. You are obligated to take care of yourself, which includes living your values, so that you can take care of others. Third, listen to your gut. If you know yourself and you consistently live your values, you'll be able to trust that intuition that comes from an inner source. You will recognize when something is wrong and begin to consider what the next course of action should be. But fourth, check in with others. While your gut is a great barometer, it's not such a good compass. So when a sticky ethical situation arises, consult with others, your preceptor, experienced nurses, and your unit manager. Build a network of colleagues to support you with ethical decision making. And last but not least, practice with respect. There must be zero tolerance for disrespect. whether it's targeted at patients, their family members, or other colleagues. It is your responsibility to practice with respect for the inherent dignity, worth, unique attributes, and human rights of all individuals. In closing, on behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration, it has been our pleasure to be on this journey with you. We acknowledge your achievements, share in your celebration, and are proud to call you our colleague. We look forward to hearing of the many contributions to the profession of nursing you will be making, so please stay in touch. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nauser. And now, what we've all been waiting for, the presentation of the pins. The graduates will receive their pins from the Dean, Dr. Nauser, and some graduates will be receiving their pins from family members who are nurses. Samantha Marie Adams. Rachel Nicole Anderson. Tabitha Louise Beck, who will be joined by her mother, Pamela Lynn. Carson Renee Burns. Dakari Burrell. Megan Danielle Callahan. Adrian Kanda Kalumpong. Andrea Lynn Campbell. Angela Elizabeth Crawford, who will be pinned by her mother, Vivian Avery. Hermine Mercedes Curley. Emily Christine DeLong, who will be pinned by her mother, Lisa DeLong. Alexa Michelle Dickerhoff. Emily Grace Dudenhofer, who will be pinned by her sister, Anna Flotron. Ann Elizabeth Gabriel. George. Vanessa Ann Grishcott, pinned by her mother-in-law, Patricia Press. Whitney K. Harton. Janine Marie Held. Courtney Elise Higginbotham. Kristen Elizabeth Holmes. Abigail Caroline Hobby. Elizabeth Marie Hunt, who will be pinned by her grandmother, Elizabeth Ann Bolander. Singer. Alexandra Sue Jacobson. Brittany Nicole Knox. Claire Elizabeth Kramer. Rebecca Lynn Lampy. Christina Denise Layton, who will be pinned by her mother, Cheryl Layton. Victoria Christina Mall, being pinned by her mother, Christina Mall. Katie Rose McCauley. Taylor Danielle McKenzie. Hannah Mae Mendenhall, pinned by her aunt, Stacy Neighbors. Adrienne Nicole Meyer, pinned by her aunt, Kathleen Meyer. Sam Melford. Caitlin Ann Milashevsky. Lindsay Christine Moore. Anne Elizabeth Morris. Bridget Ann Page. Kimberly Carol Patterson. Anna Nicole Peixoto. Elizabeth Guadalupe Nestora Polina. Kayla Renee Rayford, and by her aunt, Linda Rohr. Megan Leah Roach, pinned by her aunt, Melinda Lacey. By her mother, Ellen Sartorius. And by her sister-in-law, Allison Hoffman. Elizabeth Grace Schnelfing. Victoria Ann Stevens, pinned by her mother, Gina Soto. Mary Sullivan, pinned by her aunt, Katie Wirtz. Jessica Jean Talbert. Winnie Trong. Christine Christine Elizabeth Walker. Doris J. Walruff. Megan Ellen Williams, kin of her mother, Robin Williams. And I think we should all give a big round of applause. Congratulations, graduates. I would like to introduce Dr. Nancy Tabitha, President of Research College of Nursing. Dr. Tabitha.
Good morning, all of you. It's time to say goodbye. Tabitha, one question. Why didn't I get the big diamond? But you left it up here. Seriously, it gives me such joy. I think that's the best word to look at all of you. Tabitha, that was an incredible speech. We never like to follow a student speaker. But she said so many words that I think will be so important to you all as you start this next phase of your amazing journey as nurses. One that I began many, many decades ago and have never regretted a moment of that. And I wish that for you all, that you will never regret a moment of it. You are part of an incredible group of nurses who've laid the foundation for you. We are celebrating 110 years of nursing education this year. In 1905, there were 5 nurses who began the nursing program that is ours today. And they were leaders and scientists and caregivers, all that you will be as you enter this profession. So think about it. Think about today. Think about how you'll go forward, how you'll continue your role as a leader and a caregiver, as a human being, because that's the first piece. As Dr. Nauser pointed out in one of her recommendations, know yourself, and that's most important. So in saying goodbye, I'd like to leave you with a quote from William Arthur Ward that I really enjoy, and I think it speaks to who we are as nurses, you and I. We must be silent before we can listen. We must listen before we can learn. We must learn before we can prepare. We must prepare before we can serve. And we must serve
before we can lead. Now, you all go out there, make us proud, as those who have gone before you have done. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. DeBasio. Graduates, when you exit, please remember to go near the Truman A room so we can get a group picture. Audience, you're all invited to a reception, but I wanted to tell you where it's located. There's a station set up in the lobby, and then there's another room off the lobby, and then there's another area downstairs, so we don't all have to congregate in one place. If you would now please stand for the benediction. Chaplain.
Receive this word of blessing and benediction. And now, as you embark on your post-graduation journey, may compassion, justice, and peace be the roads you follow as you serve humankind and human dignity. May God strengthen your steps and give light to your path. And may your hearts, minds, and hands be blessed with hope and healing so that you may bless others.